Hey everyone, Codathan4 here. Welcome to my second video in my journey to my first Warzone solo win. Feel free to click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, thumbs up the video, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay. Now, after I had finished recording this gameplay, I had learned that my audio wasn't recording, so I'm deciding to do a voiceover describing exactly what I was doing, what I was thinking and saying during this video, because it is exciting. I didn't get as many kills as I had hoped, but I made it up to really high up in the rankings of this match, and it got my blood pumping and my heart was racing towards the end of the video. So I started off this match by dropping into this ruin area. This is a place that I like to go whether I'm playing solo or playing with my friends. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people that drop there, and so I figured I'd play it safe. It was towards the middle of the circle, I believe. I thought that'd be a good place to start. So I go down there, and while I was going down, I realized that while I was recording my other video, my first video, I was being a little more pessimistic than I had wanted to be. And so I figured that if I was a little more optimistic and thought more positively in this gameplay, that it would help benefit the way I played, maybe help me win the game possibly. And I think it's safe to say it really helped. Looking back, I felt a lot more confident with what I was doing. Even though I didn't run into a lot of enemies in this game, when I did, I didn't feel too nervous, because there are times that I see someone and I just flinch, especially if they shoot at me. If they shoot at me, like I flinch in real life and it totally just screws me up, and then I feel like I'm a horrible player, and that's the end of that. So now I'm running away from ruins. I've done everything I wanted to there, and I've decided that I want to go up to these 3 houses that I've recently discovered that is a great place for hanging out in the upper left part of Caldera. Now, another thing about this series that I want to try to do is explore the map a lot. There's a lot of places that I just have never ever gone to. For example, Capital, that just the only time I've ever gone there is for the pre-game warm-up. Other than that, I've never been there. Maybe once for like a Christmas event. But that is something that I really want to explore with this series, is getting to know the map. I know the map's fairly new, but I want to be able to say that I know exactly what I'm doing no matter where I'm at. So I drive up here to this other part of ruins. I decided to jump out a little bit, do some exploring, maybe pick up a few more guns that I'd like. Pick up a heartbeat sensor there, which I definitely appreciated. I need to learn how to fight without my heartbeat sensor, but for now it's something that I'm still in need of. For some reason, I decide to drive off-road right along the edge of the map. It turns out to be a stupid idea right up here, as you'll see. I almost fell off the cliff right there. Total just idiotic move. Don't even know what I was thinking, but pretty much got close enough as I needed to these houses, so I just sprint the rest of the way. And just like ruins, these 3 buildings also seem to be a place that nobody really visits. If they do, it's not often. The times that I've been here, I've only ran into a couple of people, and they've always been further away, just because, I don't know, that's just how it's always been. So I'm slowly making my way through the first house, just run around trying to pick up all the money. And I noticed right here that I'd only gotten $800 out of all of the crates and places that I had looted. That is all I had gotten. Really confusing. And later on I get like $15,000, but for the start I was still shocked that I had only 800 bucks. Alright, first house done. Running over to the second one. I figured if no one was in the first one, then they'd probably not be in the second or third one either. Actually, no, right here I was a little worried because that window right there didn't have any glass. I don't know if that was normal, but I was definitely a little more cautious on this house, just to make sure I didn't get cornered by anybody. Pick up the MP40 there, which is actually a gun I've been running a lot. I know it's the meta, but I had been using the either the automaton or the Cooper carbine, but I finally decided to switch to the MP40. It just feels a lot better while playing. The mobility is really nice, and the attachments work really well with it. Finish the second house, go to the third one. Pretty much have everything looted. I mean, I have full plates, I got a gas mask, I got my MP40, I got a sniper. Got pretty much everything I need. And so I believe I hang out in this house for a little bit. Also something I really want to try with this Warzone series is to not camp as much. It's kind of funny saying that right now, because later on in this clip I'll cut out parts of it. But I camp hardcore on a ledge, like in a bush. And I really wanted to move around, but it was so open. I didn't want to just get shot, because that would have been a dumb thing to do. But I felt really bad for just sitting around. So I was kind of in a dilemma, but I decided to sit around and see what happened. And I guess it panned out for my benefit. So right here where I'm looking is usually where we found other enemies. They like to hide up on that cliff, just have the height advantage. So I was checking that constantly, just because that's where I was used to people being. But no one ever showed up. So I decided that I really needed to get going. And that I started moving across to... Oh, I don't even know what this place is over here. That's how well I know this part. So I'm getting over here. I'm trying to decide whether I want to go left or right. I ultimately decided to go into this open building over here. And it was super lucky that I picked up this heartbeat sensor, because I was fully expecting to just have someone be at the second level and ready to shoot down at me. Just looting through all these rooms. Nothing really special, nothing I really want. I mean, I'm getting a bunch of cash. You can see I've picked up quite a bunch of cash. I grabbed that sniper, I guess. I don't know about you, but the 3-line rifle for me, or the 3-line sniper, whatever it's called, just sucks. It is... I don't know if it's just the ground loot, the silenced version. It sucks. It is not good at all. So I think that's why I switched it out for the Kar 98. And so the loadout just dropped, and I am debating whether or not I should get it. Like I keep saying, I'm really not familiar with this part of the map, and I'm really cautious about where I'm going, using my heartbeat sensor a lot, just being hyper aware of anyone that could be sneaking up on the building. Didn't want to take any chances. But then the dilemma of me wanting to move around and actually get some gameplay and some kills kicks in, because I don't want to be sitting in these rooms all day. So I'm trying to move around a decent amount, going up and down the flights of stairs and jumping off the walls, just trying to see if I can find someone. And so I ping someone on my heartbeat sensor, and I almost get them with my sniper, I think. If I'm correct, I zoom in, yep, so there's that. And I think I saw the smallest glimpse of them. Maybe. But I was locked on because the loadout smoke was there. And so I was sure that they were going to peek on either side. So I kept checking my heartbeat sensor, just watching. And ultimately, nobody showed. I was surprised. I don't know where they went. I don't know if I just barely missed them. I was thinking maybe they were coming into here. But no, I guess they just disappeared. Taking one last look at this dock area. I apologize, I really just don't know the name. I'll just call it the docks. So check that one last time, I believe. Hop down. I think I finally made the decision to try and go for my loadout. Guess I check over here one more time. And in my mind, with the loadout, I'm debating which path I want to take. I could go out that window that I was just at. I was seeing if there's a back way right there. I guess not. And then I ultimately decided to go out the side door here. Just checking to see if anyone was already at the loadout? Anyone on the roof? Because that's a common place, an easy place to just watch your loadout and just shoot anyone that appears. So playing very securely, just trying my best not to make any long runs in the middle of the open, jumping from building to building. So I noticed the glass is broken here, and so I was worried that somebody was in my surrounding area. Picking up cash there, so I got, what was that, 13,000? So I'm starting to get a lot, and I really should have used it, but I'm still too nervous to, you know, run out to a buy station and go buy a bunch of stuff. I feel like someone's always watching it. And so I double checked this place right here because I'm getting ready for my sprint right in the middle of the open. Just double checking to see if anyone's up top there, just around the edges. Don't see anyone. Still really nervous. I finally decide to just book it and hope for the best. One last check. And here I go. I was expecting any second just to hear a gunshot and just, I'm dead immediately. So I lay down, grab my MP40. So I'm running an MP40 in a Kar 98K class. Oh yes, and right here, I get shot. So I barely made it out. So my suspicions were a little bit right. I guess it was just bad timing because if that person was watching me, they must have waited a long time to take that shot. So I think I made it out just in time. So I was paranoid that they were going to come in. And so I was trying to find a place to hide. And so I'm not familiar with this building at all either. So I'm hiding, laying down, checking out the circle.
Relocating the safe zone.
Destination marked.
I ultimately decide that there's a better place for me to be because I know that if I wait too long, then everyone to the northwest of me in all those other buildings are just going to decide to push me, and I'll just get caught up in that and get killed by someone. So even though there was that person who shot me earlier, I decided to run to this building, see if I could mantle up the rocks here and find a higher ground spot that I can sit around for a second. Okay, so I get up here, and I don't know if I picked a building. Oh yes, so I had picked a building earlier, but then I realized that right ahead of me was higher ground. It just seemed a lot more covered, and I decided to go there instead. And like I said, all this time, I was just totally expecting someone to just pop out of nowhere, totally unseen, and just shoot me in the head. But it never happened. I guess I just got really lucky with my places I decided to go to. So I'm trying to look around here, trying to find a good spot with like maybe a bush on a high ground with a rock. I lay right here. I hang out here for a second. I just realized that it's not really that covered. Yeah, it's on the high ground, but no real bushes or anything. So you can tell on my mini map that there's a car coming, and I thought that they would come towards me. But then they started veering to the side, so I'm like, okay, maybe here's my chance to shoot someone, maybe get an awesome sniper kill. So I run up. Nope. Nope. Story of my life. Just missing every single sniper shot. So I didn't want to attract too much attention. And right here, right there, split second saw him. I so scared that he was going to chase after me. So I chucked my Molotovs to the side and just booked it. Started plating up, totally expecting him to jump around the corner. Found this bush spot right here. I was like, okay, this is a good spot. Just hanging out. Didn't want anything. Didn't want to move. Just waiting for any sound of movement or anything. And I started sneaking a little bit closer to see if maybe I could get a good view on him. Decided not to. I figured it's too much of a risk. And right in this area, we'll go back to that area in a second, but I decided to run around here just to check out the surrounding area, see if there's even a even better spot to hide. I think I laid here for a second. Yeah. I guess I just wanted to triple check to make sure that he wasn't going to chase after me. Watch this building a little bit. Oh, yep, I think I saw someone up top there. I was sure that someone was in there. I mean, it seems such a standard place that someone's going to be in. It's mines. It's the most central part of the circle. So I do see someone right there. Try to snipe him. Totally miss as always. And continually do that for a while. I go back to that bush, which is where I'm at right now, and I just wait and wait and wait. And the numbers of players just kept dying off and dying off. And I was praying that I could get top 10. And then top 10 happened. And then top 5. And here we are right here. 4 players left. I'm on the edge of the circle. The circle placement was absolutely perfect, except for this last one for me. So I see someone down here. And I was confused because this whole time, I'm sweating. Like, my hands are sweating. My heartbeat is racing. I swear I saw someone right here. I was wondering where they went. I was super paranoid because I swore I had seen someone. And then right up here, I think I see them. Or I believe I dropped down and I see them. Yep. Boom, right there. So I sniped him. I felt really good about that. I was watching my left side because that building where I first got shot at was still in the circle, even temporarily. So he gets killed off. And now it's just me versus someone. 1v1. I am so nervous. Reload my sniper, not sure if I'll need it. I was positive the person was to my left. Turns out that they were directly in front of me in the circle. So they had the upper hand. Constantly checking my left side, checking my right. I figured I'd get my MP40 out just in case because it has some decent range. And I'm looking, squinting my eyes, trying to see anyone in the distance. Like I said, I was sure they were on my left side. And in just a second, I'll see someone right in front of me. I'll turn to my side right here. I'll run to a bush up here, and I see him. Or I will in a sec. Yep. Yep, right there, behind. Right there. Oh. And then that's that. Let me... Oh. I'll probably show a slow motion clip of how close I was. I was inches away from shooting him in the head and possibly winning this game. I was so close. I thought I was going to get the win my second game. But I guess it just wasn't in the cards for me. So congrats to whoever this is for winning. I felt really good for getting second place. I only got 1 sniper kill. I mean, I hardly got any kills, any action, but I really didn't run into anyone during the game. But that's the gameplay. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. I guess there's going to be a 3rd video in this series, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day.